Hello my lovelies, welcome to Dear Denise kitchen. Yes, I'm wearing the same thing. I'm filming two videos today and I don't feel like changing, so yeah, let's do this. Today we are making some apple pie and we are making it large. Okay, I already have what you call it, I already have the how to make the apple pie filling. I have a recipe for apple pie filling on the channel somewhere. I'll link it up below as well, and I may put the link in the description down below, so check it out. So today basically we're just going to do the crust and we're going to make the pie. All right, so without much ado, let's get started. We're going to get the help of this Maggi mix to make our apple pie. You can use your hand as well to make the what do you call it, the dough, but it's quicker to use a food processor. So let's get started. So we're going to empty the mixture onto a floured surface or a pastry mat. In my case, I'm choosing to use a greaseproof paper. Using a greaseproof paper, I prefer that also because it prevents me from using my hand directly on the dough, which can sometimes cause the batter to melt a little bit or warm it up a bit. And then using your pastry mat, or if you decide to use a greaseproof paper like I'm doing, you just use it to sort of bring the dough together, pressing it together. You're not kneading, you're just pressing it together, and then I'm just using it to shape the dough into a disc. Then I'll wrap it up and put it in the fridge. This makes it easier when I bring it out to roll as well. So if your batter comes in a container or you don't have access to block of batter to cut into cubes, I've got a little tip for you. All you want to do is to make sure that the batter is cold, or you can freeze it up just a little bit, and you're going to use a teaspoon to scoop it into the flour. Once you've done that, you just continue basically just like from the beginning. So over here I'm doing half of the recipe. I'm going to use that for the top of the pastry of the apple pie. So yeah, so as you saw, I just scooped it up and I put it in there, and you're going to see how it comes out. See how crumbly it is? It's okay to have it like this. It's all crumbly, and it doesn't have chunks of butter like the previous one, but it's all okay. You're still going to get flaky pie crust. Okay, then we're going to add the water with the lemon juice to it, and we're going to bring it all together, and we will put it on the mat like that and just bring it together. Now, because if in this case the butter melts a little bit too much, go ahead, put some flour over it and under it, just to prevent it from flaking. Did I say flaking? I apologize. Prevent it from sticking. And then you're just going to go ahead and mold it, flatten it up into a disc, and then put it in the fridge for, you can put it up to an hour. I left mine up to 4 hours. And now we are ready to roll. So I use a lot of flour, trust me. I don't know why, but I just love to use a lot of flour. I don't want any stickiness. So as you can see, I placed the flour on the surface, and I've put my dough onto it, my pastry dough, and I'm just going to roll it up. Once I finish rolling up, I'm going to get the help of the rolling pin and then take it off just like that. Just roll it off, and then I'm going to put it in my pastry dish. So you're going to put it on it, and you're going to do it very loosely, not tight, loosely, because you want it to fall into the dish. And then you're going to loosen up the sides so you can get the pastry going into it, and you're going to try and get it all into the corners to go and fill in all the crannies of the dish. Don't worry if they all break off, just stick it in there. You can just patch them together, and it's all ready. When it's cooked, you're not going to even tell. Now for the top of the pastry, or the top, like I said, we are going to roll up the second pastry that I made. And this time around, I thought, well, initially I was going to make lattices. If you want to, you can go ahead and make lattices. With lattices, when you cut them into strips, and then you can wave it into a basket like one. But I wanted to change it up a little bit. Sometimes I like to do it this way. This is one of my favorite way that I do it. I usually cut out a heart in the middle, and then I place it on the on the pie. But unfortunately, this time around, when I placed it on you're going to see what will happen. It stretched out a little bit, and I wasn't happy with it, so I had to make a few adjustments. So there we are. This is our apple pie filling that we've already made. I was keeping it in the fridge, but I took it out to get it into room temperature before putting it in here. So yes, we're going to cover. This time around, you want it to be tight, so it covers the whole of the pie. But can you see it just stretched out a little bit? I could have left it, but then I was feeling very like cutting out things and designing. Anyway, so you can use your fingers to just seal the ends. It's up to you, whatever you do with the ends, just so long as it seals and it doesn't open up and none of the filling oozes out. But I'm just playing around with it here, just using my fingers to stick it out. And I love doing it this way. So rustic, it's not perfect, it's not should I say, perfect in any way, but then it's perfectly imperfect, which I love. Yes, just cut out all the excess, and then what I did was to bring it all together and then roll it up again, and then I cut out loads and loads and loads of hearts. When I cut out the loads and loads of hearts, I just put them to the sides You're going to see in a minute. These are the hearts that I cut out. I put them to the sides, and then we're going to beat some eggs. You can add a little bit of milk to the eggs, or you don't have to. So just one egg here. I beat it up, and then I just use my brush to just put it all over the top of the pie. Now you have to be thorough with this. Any part that you miss is very unforgiving. It's going to show. But in this case, I use the egg as my should I say glue. So I've placed the egg wash on there, or I've egg washed the pie here, and now I am putting my hearts onto the top of it. You can just put it on any way that you like. I just placed it on there how I wanted it, and then when I was happy with what I had, I just egg washed the top of it again. And like I said before, you just have to make sure that you egg wash every corner, because otherwise when you take it out, when it's done and you take it out of the oven, you're gonna have different color patterns on it. You know, it's going to be as though it's not going to look uniform. That's what I mean to say. And then here I just mix some cinnamon and sugar together, and I sprinkle it on top of it. I used a knife to make holes in the little spaces, just to allow the steam to escape whilst baking, and then put it in the oven, and voila, there we are. And these were the rest of the scraps that was left from the pastry. Gosh, they taste gorgeous. So let's have a close look. Ta-da! Don't you just love the hearts? Tell me they're not beautiful. You know they're beautiful. Oh yes, I love this apple pie. So there we are. Please do try this apple pie. If you do, let me know. Take a picture, tag me on Instagram or somewhere, or Facebook. Please do. Here we go. Let's have a slice of this. Okay, so guys, I left this overnight. Okay, as tempting as it is that you want to eat it immediately, which I do often, just for your sake, I left it overnight because I did this filming in the evening and I needed the apple pie to set. You want it to cool and you want the filling to set, so when you cut it, it looks gorgeous like this. Otherwise it's gonna be runny sometimes, you know. Look at that cut. Delicious. So that was my apple pie, and we absolutely love this apple pie. I do hope you like it. Please let me know. Thank you so very much. Enjoy it with some ice cream. Okay, my lovelies, until next time, bye for now. Ciao.